Welcome once again students to our class of BA Part 1 English Literature. We will continue studying from paper 1 section B. And just to remind you that in paper 1 we have section B, we have already completed Rabindranath Tagore's poem, Kabir's poem and Toru Dutt's poem which we have just completed, Lotus and Our Casuarina Tree. And Sarojini Naidu is the next poet in your syllabus, and this is the last poem of section B. So in this lecture we are going to study about Sarojini Naidu. So as usual, you need to know biographical account of the poet. So Sarojini Naidu was born during the national movement of India on 13th of February 1879, and she died on 2nd March 1949 after India gained its independence. She had been a very active political person and both a poet. She also was very active during the times when India fought its battle with Britain's rule over India. And so she talked about civil rights, women's freedom or emancipation, and her ideas were very revolutionary. And you should understand that Sarojini Naidu's poem, which you are studying, she played a great role in India's struggle for independence from colonial rule. And because of her poetic outpour, her poetic work, she has also been called Nightingale of India or Bharat Kokila. So like Toru Dutt, she was also a Bengali, born in Bengali family in Hyderabad, and she was educated in different places in India and abroad like Madras, London and Cambridge. And during her young age, she was drawn towards Indian National Congress movement for India's independence from British rule. She became an active part of the Indian nationalist movement and a follower of Mahatma Gandhi and his ideas of Swaraj. And because of her active role, she was appointed the President of Indian National Congress in 1925 and later became the Governor of the United Provinces in 1947 in independent India, becoming the first woman to hold the office of Governor in the Dominion of India. Her poetic work includes both children's poems and others written on more serious themes, including patriotism, romance, and tragedy. Published in 1912 in the Bazaars of Hyderabad, which remains one of the most popular poems. She married Govindaraj Naidu, a general physician. So, because of her contribution in India's independence, her stamp, the Stamp of India also had her picture on the 1964 stamp. Her role in Indian independence. So, Naidu joined the Indian independence movement in the wake of partition of Bengal in 1905, and she soon met other such leaders as Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Rabindranath Tagore, Mahatma Gandhi, and was inspired to work towards attaining freedom from the colonial regime and social reform. Between the years 1915 and 1918, Naidu travelled to different regions in India and delivered lectures on social welfare, freedom of women and nationalism, and she also helped to establish the Women's Indian Association in 1917. In 1919, she went to London as part of the All India Home Rule League and as a part of her continued efforts to advocate for freedom from the British rule. When she returned back in 1920, she joined Gandhi's Satyagraha movement, and she had said in one of her address, which is very important and popular, that in the battle for liberty, fear is one unforgivable treachery and despair the one unforgivable sin. So these were her ideas. She was arrested because of her political activism along with other Congress leaders, including Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, and Madan Mohan Malviya for participating in 1930 Salt March. Let us now focus on her writing career. She began writing at the age of 12. Her play Meher Munir was written in Persian, which impressed the Nizam of Kingdom of Hyderabad. In 1905, her first collection of poems named The Golden Threshold was published. The volume bore an introduction by Arthur Symons. Her poems were admired by prominent Indian politicians like Gopal Krishna Gokhale, and at least one was set to music by American composer Helen Westbrook. Naidu's poem in the bazaars of Hyderabad was published as a part of the Bird of Time with her other poems in 1912. The Feather of Dawn, which contained poems written in 1927 by Naidu, was edited and published after her death in 1961 by her daughter Padmaji Naidu. And her poem, The Gift of India, is also noteworthy for its patriotism and the actual environment of the 1915 India. So this is her broad working career, and in your course, two of her poems, Indian Weavers and Song of Radha, the Milkmaid, are prescribed, which we will take one at a time in our next video. So this was the end of the introductory lecture. Thank you.